JT, it's the final round. It's between me, you, Linda, and Lindy now. So that's where you live, JT? Is that where you live now? I'm gonna go to prison. I'm going to go to prison. Let's see. Maps, images. Zillow. There's Zillow. There's not Zillow. Let's see. Why did you do that to me, JT? It's me and you now, JT. It's me and you. So let's do it. Let's do it, JT, for my birthday. Let's get this over with. If I have to go to jail, let's just get it over with. I'm tired. I woke up this morning and I can't take it. I can't take it and I can't let it go. It's not in me. It's not in me to let it go. It's not in me. I can't do it. Can't do it. I know what you did, JT. I know what you did. I know what you did, and I'm going to prove it, JT. You destroyed my life. You and that fugitive and your friends destroyed my life, JT. You destroyed my life. You destroyed my fucking life, dude. You had no right. I remember you trolling me over there about me looking because I thought you that's how mentally unwell I was, John Thompson. I thought, oh, they're gonna post all this footage from my security cams over there on Kiwi Farms and all that, because that's how mentally fucked I was. I didn't even understand the kind of crime that was committed against me by you, John Thompson. Come on, man. You had no right. You had no right to know what the fuck I look on my computer. What's fucking wrong with you, dude? You've thrown everything your wife and you have worked for away, JT. And so is Linda. Stewie told me she gave you money. So what are we going to do, JT? What are we going to do? You destroyed my life, dude, and I will go to sit in prison if I have to show the world what you and your friends did to me, JT. You understand that, dude? No one fucks with my family. I can't let it go. Can't let it go. I can't. I'd rather go to prison, JT, and prove what you and that fugitive and them did to me. When Bridget, I thought the minute I woke up last night over there playing that game with me, Bridget, when you know how in the wrong you are, I know what you and JT, I remember Misfit Jenny talking about, because me and my friend Christy, we were talking on the phone, and we were literally talking, she said something about her dog Chihuahua's butt, and we were talking about dog butts, and guess what Misfit Jenny over there, that drunkard, posted on her community page? A picture of a Chihuahua saying, y'all are trying to get something for dog butts or something, and then I went back over there to take a screenshot of it, and she had deleted it. JT. Angelo is not gonna fucking do all that shit and risk all that. Only someone as ignorant as you would, JT, and as ignorant and butthurt and narcissistic as Linda Anderson is. I thought about yesterday, and I thought about Corey, and I thought with the direction y'all are trying to twist, turn, and that to fuck with my head, and I thought, Ryan, stick with your gut. Stick with your fucking gut. You know who fucking did it. You know who started to do it. It was fucking JT. It was JT and Paulette Briggs and Linda and Beth Roche, and then Bridget, and then Alex suicide trolling me, all why a fugitive, identity thief, criminal that committed criminal acts with you, John Thompson, and against me. And I'm not going to let a fugitive violate my family and get away with it. I'm not going to do it. So what are we going to do, JT? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? How do you want to do it, JT? How does that fugitive want to do it? Tell me. Tell me. How do you want to do it? You're not going to get away with it, JT. You're not going to get away with violating me and causing me mental harm. And that mentally harmed you, as everybody around here that can hear my voice on the internet has saw. It damaged my brain. And you have to pay for that, JT. You have to pay for it. One way or the other. I'm not going to let it go. I would rather go to prison. I would rather go to prison than let it go, and that's the honest to God's truth. It's honest to God's truth. I'm not going to let somebody get away with doing that to me. I'm not going to do it. I remember how terrorized I was because of you and a fugitive, JT. You had no right to get the password to my cameras and see what went on around my house, JT, and then pass that information to other people, including an identity thief. I'm not going to let it go. I remember what that Jeannie Patterson did to me, JT, and you would give her that information. You would give it to Linda so she could sit over there on Marks and terrorize me while you hid in the background like a coward, just like that fucking fugitive. I'm not letting it go, JT. It's going to be resolved. That's what I'm giving myself for my birthday. If I end up in jail, oh well, but I want the truth out. I want the truth out. Yesterday when Bridget had to do that shit, I've got troll accounts. I admit it. But I ain't going over there to do that to her, and I'm not going to let her get away with looking like a victim when she's not a victim in this, and neither are you, and neither is Alex, and neither are any of these people. I was victimized. My privacy was stolen from me. You don't get to judge me. You don't get to do nothing with information you should have never had, JT. Never. There's something wrong with you, JT, just like there's something wrong with Corey, that you get so butthurt that you have to terrorize people in real life. And now you've terrorized someone that you knew was not mentally stable at the time and is trying my best to stay mentally stable, and you can't take it because you hurt people on the internet for sport, JT, just like that fugitive does, just like Linda does. And your traces of that is all over the internet, and I will gladly in a courtroom say everything I've ever done in my life versus letting you get away with it, JT. It's my mom, dude. That was my grandma. And that fucking weirdo bitch in South Florida was going to troll me from information she should have never had any idea about. She didn't have the right to look in my backyard. She didn't have the right to do anything, read my emails, nothing, JT. No one had that right. And you're the narcissist. You're the arrogant motherfucker that ruined your life, JT. You ruined your life because you wanted to ruin mine. I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting it go. I'm going to prove what was done to me. I don't care what. And because I want that fugitive in prison, and I want you in prison, JT, because you're dangerous. You're dangerous. You're a dangerous motherfucker, JT. You've doxed everybody. You doxed fucking Jeremy Hopper. Have you got those people involved in this bullshit? JT and Brad? You doxed him. You doxed Jeremy Hopper. But you thought you had the right to violate my family and violate my privacy and troll me about what websites, what I post. That's none of your fucking business, dude. That's none of your fucking business. That's your problem, and that's Corey Briggs' problem. If you want to get into people's businesses you have no right to be in, and I'm done. Corey had her 1 chance, 2 chance, 3 chances. You're out, Corey. I have no sympathy for you. That was my grandma. That's my mom. If my mom borrowed money on a fucking Cash App thing back then, or that app, it was none of your fucking business, Corey Briggs. It was fucking none of Linda's business. And you, Linda, have participated in this against me, and Stewie said so. Stewie said so. And I guess the 2 girls, 1 chat. Hey, Corey Brenda. Did you go over there and get Negs and DC Media involved, or the Facey girl in that, or was that Bridget, or what? Come on, Corey, come on over. Come on over, Corey, because I'm going to end up going to jail to prove that I was almost killed by your friends. Because I was. That's the fucking truth. I laid on that fucking floor. I wanted to die because of what y'all did to me. You had no right to know anything about what was going on my devices or my emails or around my motherfucking home or my broken septic tank, Mara. You lied to the police, Mara, and sent them to my home under false pretenses when you were receiving information and stuff from hacked accounts, Mara. I'm not saying you hacked it. Everybody knows who did it, JT. The people you've associated, the real lifers you've associated with all these years, Mara. Because your butt hurt. That's why you went in Lindy's life. That's why I defended the bitch for all those years, because what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong, Mara. And what you did to me, what you did to Lindy, and what you've done to other people on the internet, Mara, is wrong. You don't know your boundaries, and it's a shame at this late stage in your life, this is the way you're going to learn your boundaries, Mara. If you think, JT, that I'm not going to do this, I can take you out, JT, legally, Beth Roche, Mara, and the fugitive, and Linda. That's what more could I ask for? What more? That's the literal Powerball to me. That's the mega billions to me. It's not about money, JT. It's about you understanding what you put me through because you were so arrogant and narcissistic, John Thompson. You thought you had that right to violate my fucking hard-working mother. While you're sitting your fucking ass at home, JT, like I am, my mom's at work busting her ass. Like your wife's at work busting her ass. Why Thomas Duncan's ass was working. Why we all sat here on the internet. But I fucking, as upset and mean and crazy as I am, JT, I controlled myself for a decade not to go real life against people on the internet I didn't like. And you couldn't stand by that, JT. Paulette Briggs, she can't stand it. She must sit over there and dwell and like me in that trailer until she has to go real life on people. So what are we going to do, JT? What are we going to do? What are we going to do, Linda? Should I go ahead and have a lawyer call yours? Do I have to get one in the state of New Jersey? How does that work, JT? Enlighten me. How does it work, JT? Because this is how it's going to go down. I've made up my mind. So I'm sorry, Alex. Sorry, dude. Like I said, I don't hold it against you. I'm not pressing any charges against Alex, but I'm going to sue the people that did that to me. And I'm going to make them understand how much they harmed me. And I'm going to protect someone else, Jeannie Lynn Patterson and Jeannie Fugitive and John Thompson. I'm going to protect somebody else from y'all. And that's not a joke because I've never done anything like that, JT. And you have a history of it. Corey has a history of it. Linda has a history of it. Mara has a history of it. I want Beth Roche and I want Mara. I want the world to know what they did to me. They terrorized me when they had no right to. Beth Roche. 5 fucking marriages and you're gonna die over there of old age in a fucking moldy ass trailer. How sad is that? And you couldn't take words on the internet, Beth Roche, so you had to go real life. Just like you used to run over to JT's channel when he was doxing everybody and making fake Facebooks of Thomas Duncan because you thought it was far smart and funny, right, Beth Roche? Because you're a butthurt narcissist freak. 4 public Facebook pictures and you've been on a vendetta for how long? And I was right. The reason you turned on Lindy is because she was making fun of Corey living in a trailer and it irked you and you took your smelly trailer park ass right over to Corey's lard ass. You're a hate bonder, Beth Roche. Anybody, it doesn't care what they are. They could be a fucking axe murderer and you would suck their asshole if they didn't like who you didn't like, Beth Roche. I have to go pee, and I will be right back. And you need to think, JT, this is it. It's the birthday extravaganza. I'm going to make up for my 1,000-day celebration, and I'm probably going to end up in jail. But I'm going to end up with you losing everything as you rightfully should, JT, because you violated my family and my friend. Be right back. And I'll say this one more time, Alex, and I'll say it to you, JT. This isn't about being trolled. I could have took being trolled, JT, but it comes to the point where it's an invasion of my privacy that happened. That's the problem. I deserve to be trolled, JT, absolutely, for my behavior on here, and I took responsibility for that, but no one had a right to violate me in that way. You could have trolled me without the other stuff, and I would have accepted it, but I can't go on in my life and accept this because that's not who I am. It's not who I am. I can't let you get away with it, JT. I can't. So what are we gonna do? Why you've been hiding this whole time? Because you're a coward, JT. You're a coward. You have $600,000 mortgage on that, so you put half down and the rest you financed, correct? Correct, JT? Where are you at, buddy? Come on. Come on, JT. Come on. Let's talk about the gun. Let's talk about the gun, JT. Let's talk about that Jeannie Patterson over there. Let's talk about her, JT. Are you the one that was sending her that information and then she gave it to Bridget? Is that how it went, JT? Were you giving that information to Mara in South Florida? Were you giving that information to Paulette Briggs in Jacksonville, Florida, John Thompson? Were you giving that shit? Did you have a chat where people could see what chat I was in and what I searched? Did you, JT? Did you do that to me? Did you violate my basic fucking American right to privacy? Did you do that to me, John Thompson? That's what I need to know. See my hand shaking? That's how I get, because that's what this has done to me. That's what it has done to me, because I'm sick of thinking about it every second of every day. It makes something broke in my brain, and you caused that, JT. You caused that by your behavior, and now you have to pay. So what are we going to do, JT? Do I have to get a lawyer there to contact? What do I do? And then you can get a lawyer and they can contact each other and work it out that way? Because that's how it's going to happen. Because I'm going to be compensated financially for what you did to me, period. Or either you're going to go to prison. So you need to you need to decide what you want to do, JT. You need to decide what you want to do. Were you the one giving it to Linda? And then Linda gave it. How did it work, JT? I want to know. Don't be a coward. Come on over, man. If you're bold and brave enough to go to someone's house like Berg's and Stellar's and possibly mine, then you're bold and bad enough to come on here and admit what you fucking did, coward. Is Hipster still around? Is Hipster still around? Is she still over there coddling that fugitive? You sure like to get her going sometimes too, didn't you, Hipster? So did Jim. Jim would love to get Lindy all wound up and stick her out on the public, didn't he? Talking about, I saw that repost you had posted way back, Lindy. I'm fucking the 2.0 since Bridget wanted to post it over there with her little whatever that was. But I'm not mentioning her right now. Don't to leave children alone. You literally called a newborn baby semen. And Jim said they were French kissing with their grandma. So don't you tell me anything about my life or what I've went through or what I've experienced. That doesn't matter. It's none of your fucking business. That's your problems, Corey Briggs. That's your problem. Maybe me and you are a lot alike, Corey. You sit in that fucking trailer and dwell and just get mad and it eats you up to where you have to go real life, huh, Corey? All those years, Paulette, me and that fugitive never did one single thing to you in real life. Never. And you deserved it. You deserved it, Corey. That's why I fought that battle. It wasn't about who I was fighting. It was principle. It was fucking principle. I remember even when I was fucking out of my mind over there, I posted that and Lindy come over there with Tammy when I was like, it doesn't matter if she lied that she birthed those babies herself. She didn't deserve her life to be violated, or Thomas is to be violated by some weirdo, obsessive stalker criminals on the internet, Paulette. And you went over there and tried to kiss my ass to go after a Cat. Then you brought Lindy over there to go after Cat. And now what? You're kissing Lindy's after go after me? Is that what it is, Kill Corey? Are you and Mara still texting or having any communications? I need to know. That's a yes or no question, Paulette. Are you pretend fighting in public? Kind of like Linda was pretend fighting with Boris and Lindy? I need to see some text message records, some phone call records. You wanted to look at my records? You wanna violate my privacy, Corey? You don't give a shit about your children, and you don't give a shit about your grandchildren, or you wouldn't have done this. You did it because you thought you could get away with it, JT and Corey. You didn't do it for any other reason than fucking butthurt, just like that fucking fugitive. And I hope she fucking goes to prison by the time this is over. CJT, this is the difference between me and you, is I'm not gonna call your wife at work and harass her. I'll have her served at work because I'm gonna do this the proper way. I'm gonna do, for once in my 48 years, I'm gonna do something proper and legal. I'm not gonna just do something crazy where it's me that's sitting in jail because of my temper. For once, I'm going to be mature and medicated, John Thompson, and I'm going to do something proper and legally, and I'm going to show the world what you did to me, and that's something you'll have to live with, the shame and embarrassment for the rest of your life, just like the rest of you. So what are we going to do, JT? What are we going to do? It's not going away, JT. I've narrowed it down, my scope. I've analyzed the evidence. I processed everything, and I think I'm finally on the right direction. I think I finally have it figured out, JT. I think I do. So how many people are you going to bring down with you, JT, because you're a coward, because you're hiding, because you won't take responsibility for what you did, just like that fugitive won't take responsibility for her crimes in Georgia. And she committed crimes the entire... It's not like she's been a model citizen, JT, since she's been on the run. She stalked Kat for a long time before I ever knew what a Kat Klein was. She hasn't been a model citizen. She has a problem. Just like I had a problem, she does too. There's something wrong with her. And I don't feel that she should be in civilized society. I don't, JT. There's something wrong with that woman. There's something wrong with her. Kat said, Lindy, the only reason I decided to be your friend is so you would stop stalking me. And if that doesn't just like sum it up right there, JT, Kat might not have been the best person in the world, but I regret trolling her because she was already going through enough with that fucking nut job, and I added to it and helped. And she would probably be alive if it wasn't for going all that shit. If I had some nutty lying bitch that you know's a fucking lying bitch dragging me down and then everybody believing her, that's pretty depressing. Kat tried to defend her. It doesn't matter if Kat was the snottiest bitch, gave money, whatever. She didn't deserve it. She didn't. And that fugitive telling people to get a job and do this and do that. She's a fucking criminal. This is criminal what happened to me, and she participated. So tell me that Lindy's not a criminal. What are you going to do, JT? What are you going to do? Do I have to go down there and get the lawyer and have you served? I'm going to have to do everything, ain't I, JT? Because you ain't going to do shit. You're going to cower until the bitter end, just like that fugitive. That's exactly what's going to happen, because you're the fucking coward, JT. You're the fucking coward. Linda's the fucking coward. The minute I called her out, I don't have no association. Bull fucking shit, and I'm going to prove the association you have with me, Linda. I'm going to prove it. And I'm going to prove... Anyway, I'm not going to do it to myself. I'm not going to do it. Don't do it to you. Anyway, JT, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, JT? What? What are we going to do, man? I got those screenshots where you're trolling me on Twitter and the things I searched or what I talked about, JT. You don't have that right, dude. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who? I mean, it's like y'all are like thinking you're fucking, police or you're fucking law enforcement invading people's privacy. You're fucking a loser on the internet like everybody else, JT, like the rest of us. JT, come on. You decided to start this and I'm going to finish it, JT. And guess who's going to come out on top in all this? Me, because the truth's going to come out. If I have to sit in prison, I'm still going to be on top because I got what I wanted, which is the fucking truth. It ain't going away, JT. It's day 1005, I do believe, and it's not going away. You're going to have to take responsibility for what you did, just like everybody else is, just like I did, JT. It destroyed my life, and in return, it's going to destroy yours legally. You should have never did it, but you did. And if it was your first time doing something like that, I could have forgiven it, but it's not. And you have to learn a lesson, just like I had to learn a lesson. So what are we going to do, JT? What are we going to do? I'm going to have to get my ass up tomorrow and get on the phone, and I'm going to have to do all the work. But that's fine, JT. I'll do it. I'm going to do it. That's what I'm doing for my birthday. Hello, Amy. Sorry, I don't have glasses on, and I'm having a meltdown because these people tried to suicide troll me to death. JT. JT, are you coming over, JT, and say, yeah, Ryan, I did that. I'm sorry. You going to do that? I guarantee you I'm going to have an apology from that fugitive handwritten. Minimum 4 pages. I bet you I do, JT. That bitch is going to apologize to me for fucking anything with my family after me defending hers. I promise you, JT. Come on, JT, you don't get to start this and then run and hide like a coward. Come on, let's have the big bang on my birthday. Let's get it over with. I'm sick of it. I don't want it. I would rather be in prison than have to think about it one more second, JT. It's consumed every waking moment of my life. My brain won't function properly, JT. It relives this constantly. The minute I'm up, I'm like, oh, Bridget said this and doesn't mean that. I can't live like it. I can't. You caused that. Alex caused that. And you've ruined everybody's life because of it, including mine, JT. Oh. It's affecting my physical health now, JT. It's surpassed affecting my mental health. It's affecting my physical health. The trauma that you did to me and your friends did to me, JT. I'm going to go, JT, and I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm not gonna. I've tried harder than I didn't want it to be like this. I don't want it to be like this, but I can't. It's just who I am, JT, and I have to go with it. I just have to stop. I just have to stop fighting and just go with it. However it ends, it ends. It's whatever. It's just whatever. Because this isn't no kind of life to be living here anymore. Everything's a reminder. It's just ruined. I don't even enjoy living in this home anymore because all it does is bring horrible memories to me. It makes me relive it every second. So maybe in jail, I don't have to think about it as much. You destroyed even in my home where I felt secure, JT. You violated me with that fugitive. You stole that from me, JT. The one thing I had in this world. You could have doxed me. I don't care about that. You invaded the inside of my home, in my friend's home, in my grandmother's home, and you damaged me because of that. That's not a joke. That's not me playing games. That's the honest to God's truth. It's the truth. And see, when I get off of here, y'all can go laugh and go about your day. But you know what? When I hit end on this is still what's going on in my head, or when I'm laying here and I don't feel good and I just want to sleep, so I'll stop thinking about it. JT, I'm telling you, it's the only way. It's the only way. I don't even care if I get $1 from you. I want the truth. It's not about money. I don't lack for really much. And the things I do lack for, if I really truly wanted it done right this second, Central Air, whatever, I could get it financed and do it. It's not that. I don't care. I like nice things. I like whatever. It's not about the money, JT. It's about the damage you caused me. You caused me damage, and I want you to pay. You can donate every penny to bullying, to whatever, a cyber stalking, whatever. But you're going to have to pay. I have to pay every day, JT, so do you, and so does that fugitive. Lindy. I'm going to tell you this, Lindy. And Hipster, if you're still over there, shit stirrer, she gave me your husband's IT company website unsolicited. I wouldn't know your name is Allison Blank unless she gave me your information. And there was no reason for her to give me that information because she hand typed all those numbers. She was showing off all the numbers she had here. That's what Lion Lynn was doing. She knew you didn't make that Boyd Investigators channel. She knew you didn't make that Boyd Investigator channel. So why would she give me your phone number? And then after that, you know, that was months later, give me your husband's company website. Why would she do that? If she's such a good, loyal friend, Donna, Maxine. So what was Lindy telling you, Hipster, when Jim was giving me that nude picture of Corey to revenge porn her for Lindy? What was she telling? Oh, I can't stop JL. You know, JL just, she just does whatever she wants. I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know. I can't control her. I can get this nude picture of Corey from Jim and give to her, but I can't control her, Hipster. Lindy, you destroyed my life. You don't deserve to be free. You haven't been a good person this entire time. When you left Georgia, you should have been so grateful, and you should have went to church 3 times a week. You should have been very grateful and had gratitude that you didn't have to serve that 10-year sentence in Georgia. But what have you done? You've done nothing but destroy people's lives. You destroyed Thomas's life by cheating on him. You never met that girl. You snatched those babies. You snatched those babies for your own narcissistic purposes. Just like you've got them plastered on your Facebook. You should put a little addendum under there saying, I never met their fucking mother, but I sure trolled the woman I stalked with their mother's name. And I'm the bad person. I'm the bad person. I'm the bad person. I'm the manipulator. I'm the whatever you want to call me because I don't give a fuck. None of these people are going to judge me when it all comes down to it one day when I'm dying. None of them. No one's lived my life but me. No one's lived anybody else's life but their self. But I'm telling you this, JT, I can't let it go. I've tried. I've stopped drinking. What is it? Like since December 20th of 2022, whatever. I've been good, JT, but it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away, and it's never going to go away because that's how I am. So it's however you want to do it, JT. You're a coward. You're gonna stay hidden and you're gonna hide. So I'm gonna have to be the one that goes to a lawyer and sits down and does all that and explains it and has you served and have subpoena served. Because I'm not letting it go, JT. So sit on that and think about how you want to do it. Because I will get a lawyer and I will have a lawyer contact you. And then you can get a lawyer and they can work out however they want to work it out. And I'll sign whatever. But I want part of that settlement will be $1 and for you to admit what you did to me publicly. Same with that fugitive. And I want a fucking apology. Handwritten. 4 pages minimum. I'll be back, JT. Think about it. Think about it. Because it's nobody, I don't give a fuck about thumbs up. I don't give a fuck about views. I give a fuck about the truth. So it's between me and you, that fugitive, and the people that helped you. Y'all need to think on it. Think what you're going to do. I'm going to probably go back to bed because I don't want to think about it anymore because I've been thinking about it since I woke up. And I tried to sleep as long as possible so I didn't have to get up and think about it. That's what you did to me, JT.